Hey everyone, today I want to take you somewhere, not through a map, but through memory, back to a time before the rush, before everything had a password, before we forgot how quiet used to feel like love. This isn't a story you watch, it's one you live through again. If you're over 60, maybe 70, this video is for you. It's for those whose childhood wasn't lit by screens, but by sunshine, family, and the slow rhythm of simpler days. So lean back and let's walk home. Not the home made of walls, but the one made of feeling. Morning in the old house. You woke up when the day did, not to alarms, but to the soft coo of morning doves outside the window, and the warm scent of breakfast drifting down the hallway. Your mother was already in the kitchen, maybe in a housecoat, maybe humming something that sounded like a hymn, or maybe nothing at all. The smell of frying bacon, of toast with real butter, of coffee percolating in that glass-top pot with the metal basket. You didn't know it then, but that smell would follow you the rest of your life. And that little kitchen, with the checkered floor and the radio on low, that was the heart of everything. Fathers who didn't say much, but said enough. Your dad, or maybe your granddad, didn't talk much in the morning, but you knew when he left the house. You could hear the screen door creak, then slam, and just like that, the day had begun. He wore the same boots, took the same lunch pail, drove the same truck down the same road, and he did it without complaint. He showed his love in little ways, tightening your bike chain, sharpening your pencils for school, filling your gas tank before you even noticed it was low. He was steady, he was quiet, but you always felt safer when he came back. Childhood lived outdoors. We didn't live online. We lived outside. You knew it was summer because your feet were black with dust by lunchtime. You drank from the garden hose. You rode your bike with no helmet. You climbed trees higher than any adult would allow today. And when you fell, you didn't cry. You brushed it off. There were games, kick the can, freeze tag, hide and seek. You made slingshots out of twigs, caught fireflies in mason jars, picked dandelions and made a wish on every puff. No supervision, no schedule. Just sunlight, sweat, scraped knees, and freedom. The world trusted you, and more importantly, you trusted yourself. Evenings that were sacred. When the streetlights came on, you knew it was time to go home. Dinner wasn't optional, it was expected, and it meant something. You sat at a table that had heard generations of laughter, arguments, and grace. Porcelain plates, mashed potatoes with the skin still in, meatloaf, green beans, homemade cornbread with real butter. The TV was off, your siblings were all there, and someone, probably mom, asked how your day was. You said something simple. She nodded. Before you picked up your fork, you prayed. Not out of habit, but out of respect. Family nights, one channel, one couch. After dinner, you'd gather in the living room. There weren't 500 channels, just one show the whole family agreed on. Maybe it was the Ed Sullivan Show, or Leave It to Beaver, or The Twilight Zone, if your parents didn't mind the suspense. You sat close, legs over legs, heads leaning on shoulders. No one talked during the good parts. And when it ended, you didn't reach for another screen. You just sat there, letting it sink in. Because time moved differently. Night was a safe thing when the day was done. You didn't fight sleep. You welcomed it. Your mom tucked you in, maybe with a kiss, maybe just a hand on your forehead. Your dad peeked in from the hallway, his shadow enough to say, "I've got you." Your blanket smelled like sunshine and fresh air, because it had been dried on a clothesline, not in a machine, and you fell asleep to the hum of crickets, the tick of the hallway clock, and the warmth of being completely safe. What we miss, and what still lives on today. Everything's faster. We scroll instead of speak. We stream instead of gather. And maybe that's why so many older hearts feel something missing. It's not just about how it used to be. It's about how it felt. We're not just remembering a house, a kitchen, or a street. We're remembering what it meant to feel known, to feel home. And even if the paint's peeled, even if the porch has collapsed, the feeling, it still lives in you. So, if you felt something today, even just for a moment, don't keep it to yourself. Call someone. Tell them about the screen door, the garden hose, the way your mother smelled like ivory soap and Sunday morning. Because this world, it needs your stories. And this channel, this isn't just entertainment. It's a home for memories that refuse to die quietly. Subscribe. Let's keep the porch light on. Let's remember together. Because some memories aren't just meant to be recalled. They're meant to be relived. And maybe, just maybe, home isn't behind us. Maybe it's right here.